Hello. Depending on where you are, I'd like to wish you good morning or good afternoon. My name is Sean Butler, and I'm the Vice President of Sales at Advantech. It is a pleasure to have you join our Future of Smart City webinar. A little bit about Advantech. We were established in 1983, and currently Advantech is the largest embedded manufacturer in the world. We actually have manufacturing facilities in both Taiwan and China. Plus, we employ over 8,000 talented individuals that share one common goal: to serve our customers and partners. Advantech's been at the forefront of technology for over the past 36 years, and our CEO, Casey Liu, recognized that significant future growth was going to be driven by IoT sales. The IoT market is predicted to double by 2021, reaching $520 billion. In November of 2018, Advantech hosted their first IoT co-creation summit for Industry 4.0 and Smart City. It was a truly global event that nearly 6,000 IoT leading professionals gathered in Suzhou, China, to discuss everything IoT. The event was a major success and further demonstrated Advantech's commitment to collaborating with our partners and customers to help you develop the IoT world. IoT is and continues to be the wave of the future. The power of connectivity and data acquisition cannot be underestimated. Data can be powerful in many ways. If you think about it, from a supply chain perspective, it can contribute to increased inventory management processes. It can also help you with price negotiation with vendors, and can certainly help you with reduction in capital expenditures. We are seeing progress. 3 years ago, Microsoft reported that it took, on average, 25 companies to bring an industrial IoT solution to market. 2 years ago, that number was reduced to about 5 to 10 companies. So here's the message. IoT solutions require a robust ecosystems of companies working together for a common goal. And we believe Advantech is providing a platform for all to reach this goal. I'd like to take a moment to comment on the agenda for this webinar. So first, we will touch on an IoT acceleration using solution-ready packages. We will discuss bringing IoT to cold chain and fleet management applications. Also, we will look at digital transformation and supply chain management. And lastly, we will share co-creation opportunities using Advantech's WisePass software. In closing, I'd like to thank all the presenters for your contribution and time today. I will now introduce Ketty Chen, Vertical Sales Manager for iRetail, to kick off the first topic on our agenda: accelerate IoT transformation with solution-ready packages. Thank you.
Today I would like to talk about the acceleration of IoT transformation with SRPs in the retail and logistics. SRP stands for Solution-Ready Packages, as most people know. But before I do that, I would first like to talk about the transformation of the Advantech business model. So for the last 36 years, Advantech has been best known for hardware solutions in the embedded and the automation group segments. Today, Advantech is still by far the largest manufacturer of embedded and industrial systems in the world, with 8,000 employees in 23 countries. Advantech still enjoys success in what we call phase one of its business, as you see here. In fact, Advantech has over 1,200 standard hardware solutions. However, as our chairman, Casey Liu, recognized years ago, Advantech cannot continue to grow by sticking with the hardware business. Advantech must go to market with total solutions. Therefore, the idea of the SRP was born, with the concept of bundling our robust hardware, software, and service to offer to the market and to the clients. So this is phase two of our corporate transformation. And as all of you have seen great corporate transformations from companies like IBM and Amazon, just to name a couple. So phase three is engaging with domain-focused integrators and provide a cloud platform to deliver those integrated solutions to the market. This is the co-creation element of our transportation. Potentially, co-creation will involve joint ventures, investments with system integrators and partners alike. So tying everything together, in phase one, all the edge devices are fragmented. In phase two, by offering a cloud platform, it allows for faster deployment of IoT solutions. And in phase three, it allows for domain expert system integrators to seamlessly achieve workflow integration. Next. This slide shows some of the certified SRPs in retail, logistics, and other niche markets that Advantech has co-developed with SI partners. As you can see here, we have a digital signage SRP with our own CMS software, content management software, another SRP for remote device monitoring, and another SRP for store business intelligence. Next. So for the service IoT sector, I want to discuss 3 SRPs in retail and in logistics. Next. This slide shows an SRP for the store business analytics, business intelligence with traffic monitoring for the retail store. So at the very basic level, you have devices from Advantech such as 2D, 3D cameras, and couple those with edge servers and gateways. We're now able to send data real time to the cloud. With the collaboration of software developers and cloud platform, we're now able to track real time store data and provide analytics such as traffic patterns, shopping behaviors, and labor management. Next. This slide shows an SRP for the digital signage. And again, at the edge, we have the digital signage players. On the lower left-hand corner, we've got the digital signage players. We have also multiple display players, box PCs, and couple those with all-in-one panel PCs and or larger displays, and further enhancing that with features like touchscreen, scanning, facial recognition. So with this type of solution, you can create digital content, scheduling, and deploy them from any remote location. Again, creating very powerful and economical tools for any business. Next. Here is an example of Advantech's solution. We're working with a domain SI to create an end-to-end solution for the client. So here you see a famous bakery called 85 Degree. It's an Asian bakery that we engaged initially in Taiwan and China. In fact, they're a public company in Taiwan. So today, 85 Degree Bakery is in California and Texas. So here we're showing a self-checkout kiosk on the left. And with the bread recognition AI software, we're able to detect bread type. So for those of you who haven't visited the store, basically the customer buys the bread and then puts it on a plastic tray. So the tray now sits underneath a high-end scanner. And so with the software, it's able to recognize the bread type, obviously the price, the SKU number, whatnot, and then allows the customer to do self-checkout. So this is pretty neat. And obviously the transaction is going to go a lot faster. Furthermore, now it captures all this transactional data, and now it's going to go directly to the cloud. And then the business now can do analytics and those other things. Next. Okay, here's another case study. Actually, this is a real case of a co-chain SRP for logistics. So this is a project that we've done with a multinational food chain. And again, with bigger emphasis now on food waste and sustainability, co-chain solutions will become more and more popular. So as you can see, at the lowest level of the solution, we have the Alor sensors, like the Track 120 devices for temperature and humidity. These sensors can be placed in different locations. We will have a separate section later on to talk more in details on these solutions. So these locations can be a walk-in freezer, can be a refrigerated milk shelf or deli shelf. And then these sensors will send data into the cloud with the help of our gateways. And we actually offer a software dashboard to track all these essential data from remote locations. But obviously, this real-time monitoring solution allows for improvements in food safety and operational efficiency. Next. So on a conceptual level, so this slide shows the power of the co-chain solution. So again, taking different layers of the solution. I won't go into this in detail. This will be covered at a later slide. Next. Again, this slide would be covered more in detail at a later presentation. So for my part of the discussion, in conclusion, these retail and logistic SRPs do allow for an acceleration in the IoT transformation because we now have efficient and meaningful methods of taking data with full solution-ready packages at the edge and sending data to the cloud. So according to Intel, any IoT deployment or project will require multiple SRPs and collaborations from multiple vendors. And Advantech is well positioned today to be an important player of this IoT transformation. Thank you. And now I would like to introduce Mr. Greg Fox of Delta1.
Thank you very much. Again, Greg Fox. I'm one of the principals at Delta1 Software. We're an integrator of data collection and barcode scanning equipment. We have a full team of programmers and technicians whose job it is to take hardware and integrate it into ERP and warehouse management systems. While we have customers in the aerospace, gaming, and healthcare industries, most of our work is in the warehouse and manufacturing sectors, especially the food and cold chain segments. And today we want to talk about two systems that SRP systems that we're developing for Advantech, using their products that will significantly reduce labor costs for customers. With rising wages and increasing government regulations, our clients are looking for ways to automate, lot tracking, temperature, and other factors that result in recalls and spoilage of food, pharmaceuticals, and other perishables. And our new SRP that we are working on, with using WisePOS and the Track 120 temperature sensor, is going to be able to offer customers that ability to not only see what's going on, but be able to find out what happened or what is happening while they can still make it actionable. They can solve the problem before they have a loss. Most of the sensors out there today will tell you when you have a failure, which is fine. But what you want to be able to do, and WisePOS is going to be able to give people the opportunity to see the failure before the loss takes place. So truck drivers, store managers, other people in the logistics chain can see that the temperature is rising on a product, and based on that, make a decision that will cause the driver or technicians to protect the load and before it's lost. And that's going to make a huge difference to our customers, particularly when, not only are you looking at the cost of losing load, but the cost of losing a customer because of the embarrassment of delivering bad products to customers. Kevin Lytle, the sales engineer for Advantech, will explain further.
Thanks, Greg, and thanks everybody for being here. I'm Kevin Lytle. I'm a systems engineer or solutions architect at Advantech, and I support our partners in developing these SRPs from an engineering perspective, engineering solutions that make sense for our customers. These cold chain solution-ready packages are part of the WisePOS cloud and product set and are focused on bringing the data you need from the edge of your supply chain, allowing for near real-time awareness of the state of your products. In this slide, you can see the end-to-end nature of this solution. Using the Advantech IoT Edge sensors such as the Trek 120 connected to the Trek in-vehicle gateways via Alor RF link, and then via cellular or Wi-Fi communications to your network, we can provide detailed understanding of the location and status of your raw materials and finished products from beginning to the end of your supply chain. There are many software and hardware components available to allow for full customization to fit your particular needs. Specifically, I'd like to talk about the Trek 120 product offering. The Trek 120 sensor is part of an ecosystem of hardware and software. The sensor is small and easily mounted. It can be left in the field for long periods of time. It's very robustly built and it's simple to integrate into your operations. It uses LoRa, and LoRa stands for Low Frequency Radio Communications. It's a method of communicating that's far better in this environment than others. So LoRa allows communication to be added to any device, including existing computers, phones, or tablets that you might have in your vehicle or our in-vehicle gateways via LoRa USB dongles. The benefit of LoRa is that it can penetrate materials that would defeat other methods such as Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. The Trek tag has a wide operating temperature range from negative 55 C to over 80 C. So it will definitely survive in any environment that you would normally expect to put a sensor. Battery life is about 2 years, depending on the rate of sampling desired, and the sampling rate is settable by you and can be changed from time to time. Installation of the tag is really simple. The tag comes with a mounting plate that includes a 3M brand adhesive pad, provision for the use of screws, but it also has magnets built into that mount, which means you can move it around your warehouse and attach it to warehouse storage uprights and move the sensors as it makes sense in your environment. I'd also like to introduce you to the broader spectrum of the intelligent logistics products that Advantech provides. Our Trek fleet management products, DLT freezer-rated forklift mount computers, and AIM tablets are extremely rugged mobile devices that are used around the world for warehouse, fleet, yard management, and port operations. When looking at the scenarios we'll speak about shortly, know that we can, through our partners, provide the right hardware and software to meet your specific needs. Before we jump into the three scenarios, this slide represents the dashboard that would be available in all those scenarios. The dashboard is an eminently adaptable, customizable solution based on widgets that are ready to use. You just define what that widget is, attach an icon to it, and your dashboard can change. You can have single or multiple sensors being tied into a specific display on the screen. So if you look at the upper left, you'll see a region or zone. We're looking at an island off the coast, and that island has 20 to 30 sensors in the field. Well, these are probably on a vehicle, and I can tell at a glance in this region the status of the product in that particular area. I can click on that particular icon, the green or red or yellow dot, and know the status of that. Is it on a vehicle? Is it in one of my retail outlets? And where is it headed to? That sort of thing. If if you look in the upper right, you'll see the same information applied to a specific facility. So I have the zones monitored in a green, yellow, or red status map. And then all around it, you'll see historical information and trending data. So you have real-time, at a glance, instantly aware of what's going on in any of the facilities that you're monitoring. The bottom two slides show you the larger amount of data that you can get access to via the dashboard. Tremendous amount of historical and real-time trending data across your entire operation, so you can see your entire fleet at a glance on a single screen. So now we'd like to take a look at a typical set of specific solution-ready package scenarios for the Trek 120 and the SRP software that are being developed by Delta1 and others. In this case, we're looking at a carrier or shipper. So you can see that if you're trying to manage the quality of the products, quality and safety of the products you have in the field, the Trek 120 sensor is located near the product on the vehicle. Communicating via LoRa with the in-vehicle computer can give the driver real-time alerts, but also you can develop a broader alert tree based on a red, green, or yellow status, or a specific temperature range, or a time before the response occurs. And so fleet managers, dispatchers, the receiving warehouse manager or the shipping warehouse manager can make an adjustment. In retail operations, it's essentially the same scenario, but we can apply this to your stores, or you can apply these tags to refrigeration or freezer units that you own in another vendor's retail operation. And you can provide that data within your own organization, but you can also share it over the cloud to those retail stores where you have leased freezer space. In the last scenario, this is a zoned traditional warehouse. And in this case, we can apply multiple tags either near specific product or near a set of doors. And in one of the most common causes of loss in a warehouse, someone leaves a door or a set of doors open, and over time that warehouse overtemps and the entire product in that general area would have to be destroyed. In this case, we can identify the doors open, that a temperature event is occurring, respond quickly, and if there is a critical event, by having tags located near critical product, we can prove those products did not go above the set temperature, and so protect that product, and you don't have to do a more sweeping clearance of an area that had an event. So that ends the Trek 120 specific slides. And now I'd like to have Greg Fox with Delta1 speak about a new project that we're working on, made possible by the partnership with Advantech. Greg?
Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, our next product that we've been developing for a very large cold storage customer is an automated cycle counting machine. Instead of using workers on scissor lifts, their automated guided vehicles will go through the warehouse, scan all the pallet tags, and inventory the warehouse without the need to have people do this job. Not only is it very expensive, it's very unpleasant because these refrigerated warehouses are minus 10 degrees. And this is also a huge downtime for the warehouse as they can't pull orders while they're cycle counting. And that's a big non-value added operation cost that they would like to eliminate. Automating that means it can be done faster, safer, and cheaper than what could be done before. Advantech has been ideal for the solution. There are computers, have the temperature range and the ruggedness necessary to be able to be on robotic equipment within a warehouse and survive, even in cold temperature environments. Also, Advantech has developed a machine vision SRP that has been very helpful with the development of our software, because we need to know, is it a problem of, is the barcode label missing? Or is it just the whole pallet is not there? Machine vision can give us that. It can also, as we're developing further, able to determine if the pallet is wrapped in stretch wrap, is cases missing, is it leaking? This is the tools that Advantech provides that gives software integrators like ourselves the ability to come up with very leading edge solutions. Anything else you'd like to know, Kevin?
No, Greg, I think that's it. We'd like to introduce Michael Yu with Truckxi. And Michael is the president and CEO of Truckxi, and I think you guys are going to really like what Michael has to say. Michael?
Thank you. All right. Good day, everyone. This is Michael Yu, CEO and the founder of JMAC, DBA at Truckxi.com. It is my great pleasure as the co-creation partner with Advantech to participate in presenting this webinar. So let me start by presenting what we do. We provide integrated ERP software, cloud-based supply chain solution. We offer easy-to-use apps that fully integrated supply chain logistics across and between the many industrial verticals, from manufacturing to warehousing, to retail to logistics. Specific for retail, our software provides in-store, point of sale, and online e-commerce solution. Ultimately, that Truckxi helps to reduce the internal operational cost and to increase the external sales channel. Moving on to the next slide. So, the most common warehousing problem is inventory management. With our solution, we'll let you know exactly how much inventory that you have and what it is at any time. Second most, the common problem in the purchase and the sales order problem is on-the-spot pricing analysis. Again, with our solution, we'll let you see the procurement and the sell through the data analysis while you negotiate with the vendor and the customer. Last, the other common employee management problem is versus like the managing people versus the managing process, right? And we help you save money and labor via the effective supply chain management solution, reducing the operation cost and increasing efficiency. And here's how we do it. Truckxi offers a 4-in-1 enterprise resource planning software. I call it the 4-in-1 ERP. The 4 modules of our ERP integrated seamlessly to streamline your supply chain operations. Now we're going to go on to each one of the solutions, all right? And as I mentioned earlier, there are 4 integrated solutions. First one, Truckxi ERP. This is our backend ERP and the supply chain management. Second is our front-end Truckxi POS, our point of sale for in-store retail, including all-in-one payments. Third is our Truckxi e-commerce. This is our front-end mobile and desktop e-commerce apps for online retail, again, including all-in-one payments. Last, Truckxi E-Logistics. This is another our front-end mobile app for drivers, routing, and dispatch. Next, I will present in further detail each of the solutions. Truckxi ERP. This is a cloud-based solution that offers supply chain management as a service platform. Strengthen warehouse management, WMS, order management, OMS, and the transportation management, TMS. It also integrates retail point of sale for in-store purchase, e-commerce for online purchase, as well as logistics for the routing and the dispatch. Next, as I have previously mentioned, inventory management is a pain point for warehousing. What we offer here as a part of the Truckxi ERP solution is the mobile inventory management app. This app will be downloadable from Advantech WisePass onto the Advantech PWS 472 device. With this app, you have a real-time access to your product inventory status, including the entire batch receiving times and locations. Moving on to the next slide, I will introduce you each of the features that we offer in this mobile inventory management app. First, receipt. This is for you to manage the product you are receiving based on your purchase order to the vendor. First, you scan the product barcode. Then you enter the quantity and or weight for the product you are receiving. And the expiration date, if that's applicable. For example, a lot of the grocery product and that has the expiration date. Finally, you scan the location barcode for where you will stock your product. Next feature is a dispatch. This is to manage the product dispatch based on your sales order from the customers. This follows a similar instruction to what I have previously described for when you receive on the purchase order. Next is a relocation. This is particularly useful as moving the product from one location to another is a frequent and a common practice in the warehouse. With this feature, you will have your inventory sync up on the spot every time you make a move. Next is to check inventory. You can check the specific product inventory status. This is for you to manage the inventory status. You can check the product price, its quantity, and or its weight, where they are in various warehouse locations. And also for you to update any discrepancy in the inventory after you do the assessment. When you count the inventory, the quantity or weight might not be the same as what the system, so you can update that on the fly. You can also scan new barcode to add to the product instead of typing in all those 15 to 20 digits of the barcode. You can just scan it and add it to the product. You can also manage converting the product from one package type to another. For example, your inventory shows that you have 10 cases of the code. Each case has 24 cans. And you run out of the individual can on the shelf for sale. You can use our app to convert the case of the code to 24 cans and put them on the shelf for sale. Next, the last is to previous slide, yes, allow you to check the specific warehouse zone bin level the location. So once you scan that zone location barcode, you will see what's in the location and allow you to manage it accordingly based on the needs. Moving on to the next slide. So we have introduced our ERP and our mobile inventory management app. Now let's move on to talk about the Truckxi POS. This is an all-in-one point of sale and payment integration system. Our solution provides full inventory control, caters to all aspects of the payment, provides multi-language support, and features product promotion. Truckxi's POS solution not only streamlines the retail merchants' in-store operation in an efficient fashion, but also integrates their online orders. The entire transaction is synced to their inventory database at real time. Next, additionally, Truckxi's POS provides daily and historical consumption data analysis that benefit the merchants on their inventory management. Truckxi's POS software will also be downloadable from Advantech WisePass onto various Advantech UPOS or UTC device, including kiosks. So following what I have mentioned earlier on the benefit of Truckxi's POS consumption analysis, merchant might ask, why would I need a new point of sale system if my current register is just handling my business just fine without any problem? Our POS features consumption analysis and report that span and integrate between all of our software platforms to help customers make the right business decision. Here's on the slide, as you can see, I will give you the example for a restaurant POS. On the right-hand side, you can see exactly from the POS what kind of the item was sold. For example, you have this Pong Pao chicken, 18 orders, chicken rice, 23 orders, and so on. And each of these items has the chicken as an ingredient. So at the end of the day, we will do this analysis to let you know exactly what is your chicken consumption. For this example, this total is 40 pounds. This allows the merchant owner or management team to do the proper purchase on the actual consumption. So you don't stock too much in your inventory, or you don't have less in your inventory. All right, moving on to the next slide. Now we have previously introduced our ERP and our POS. Now we are to introduce to you our Truckxi OAO, which is an e-commerce mobile and a desktop apps. Truckxi OAO is an e-commerce suite of mobile and web apps that enhance both business to business, B2B, and business to consumer, B2C models. We acting as a middleman. Truckxi OAO provides a new method of business and consumers to create a sales order through apps. This method accomplishes three goals. First, allow the business and consumer customer to place an online order anytime, anywhere, instead of communicating to an operator. This greatly decreases possible mistakes by miscommunication. Second, the sales order is automatically generated from the back-end ERP system, and the corresponding inventory is adjusted systematically without the need of a manual intervention. 3, customers receive real-time status update while their orders are being processed from submission to delivery. Additionally, upon checkout, we made payments easy for our customers by integrating and supporting the widely used cashless payment, such as all types of the credit card, Apple Pay, Google Pay, and now we also have Alipay and the WeChat Pay available as well. Next. Now we have introduced all the operational activities throughout the supply chain management, from the warehouse inventory management to the online and offline ordering management. Now we'll be introducing the last mile of the supply chain management, which is the logistics, the transportation management. Truckxi E-Logistics app allows its shipper to post loads and find vehicles, and for its carrier to post vehicles and find loads. This app also provides a real-time status update throughout the delivery process. It is very useful for internal drivers and also for external drivers. In conclusion, the next slide. Truckxi helps you streamline your supply chain operation, reduce inventory and the logistic cost, and increase your sales channel and efficiency. We give you an integrated solution that fits well in every aspect of the supply chain management. Thank you. So that concludes my presentation, and follow I will introduce you Joseph Su, which is the business leader from Advantech. Thank you.
Hi everyone, good morning and good afternoon. My name is Joseph Su. I'm leading Advantech Corporate Investment Division and North America Business Operations Team. Thanks to our partners Greg from Delta1 and Michael from Truckxi, who participated in this webinar and shared their view and demonstrate what our partners and Advantech can offer together. Now, I'd like to get a bit deeper into co-creation. It's not just a concept, but also a program. For all kinds of applications, from Industrial 4.0 to retail, supply chain management, and logistics, there are challenges in putting pieces together and implementing an IoT solution. Fragmentation, compatibility of various building blocks, extra overhead cost due to managing multiple vendors, including hardware providers, software vendors, system integrators, and service providers who have the right capability to install and maintain the IoT solutions. All these lead to the lengthy time to value and underachieved ROI for the end users, as well as low scalability to the participating vendors. How do we overcome these challenges? We believe solution-ready packages are the answer. The SRP are POC-ready and available off the shelf. Advantech is committed to providing SRPs through working with software partners and enabling the domain-focused system integrators to quickly generate the final SRP solutions to the end users based on these off-the-shelf SRPs. The core of this effort is the WISE-PaaS cloud platform, but certainly the key is in working closely with our partners, the software or SRP developers, and domain-focused system and service integrators. WISE-PaaS is the basis for co-creation. Register to become WISE-PaaS VIP members. The SRP developers can have their product integrated with Advantech and co-sell the SRPs. And DFSI and end users can redeem their WISE points for device on, video sense, and other SRPs on WISE-PaaS marketplace. The VIP members can also benefit from the technical training as well as consulting services from the Advantech IoT.Sense team. Last but not least, we want to share the success and grow business with our partners, so our partners can leverage Advantech's global sales network and marketing resource. I mentioned Advantech IoT.Sense team. This is a group of solution architects, hardware and software engineers, and project managers that provides necessary technical training to our WISE-PaaS members and is dedicated to support our WISE-PaaS partners in rolling out existing SRPs or in creating new SRPs on WISE-PaaS marketplace. This is part of Advantech's commitment to our partners, in addition to the resource committed by our relevant hardware product divisions and regional business units or sales force. A bit more details about SRP co-creation. Co-creation is a strategic alliance program. In this SRP layer of our cloud architecture, we are working with many software partners and our system service integrators who have software capability. Advantech has a lot of hardware, from sensors to gateways to servers for various applications. As we understand that the value is in software and service to the end users, hardware remains to be a critical part of an IoT solution. So the goal is to integrate our partners' software with Advantech's WISE-PaaS and hardware into a scalable solution-ready package, readily available as one single part number, easy to be commercialized, and easy to be rolled out. On the next layer, we have our domain-focused system service integrators joining co-creation eco-partnership. We believe that a key to be successful as a system service integrator is strong domain knowledge. Understand deeply what the end users want from IoT. DFSIs will bring the right SRP to its customers, whether for cold chain application or digital signage or anything else. DFSIs will fill up the last gap and install and maintain the solution. Advantech has been selling hardware to so many system and service integrators over the past 35 years of our history. Now, with the scalable and readily available SRPs, Advantech's co-creation DFSI partners will be much better positioned toward capturing the IoT business opportunities. As I mentioned, co-creation is a program instead of just a concept. Through the co-creation process, Advantech is committed to mobilizing the required internal resource to support our partners, such as the technical support, corporate level endorsement, and consulting services. Support from the relevant product divisions and regional business units, along the proof of concept stage and final commercialization. Also, our partners can leverage Advantech's sales network and marketing resources to generate more leads or to get project referral by Advantech. Today, we already have over 150 WisePass VIP members worldwide and an established global co-creation partner network. Our SRP and DFSI co-creation partners are covering various vertical markets and applications, such as Industrial 4.0, connected machines or predictive maintenance for industrial equipment, smart parking, retail, fleet management, healthcare, and so on and so forth.
This ecosystem is getting bigger and stronger. We sincerely welcome you to become our WisePass VIP and start co-creation with Advantech. Come talk to us today and start the WisePass 1 month free trial. We'd be more than happy to start a dialogue with you and discuss how we can co-create the future together.